Play. What up, everybody? Welcome to the Thursday live stream for Command This Podcast. We appreciate you tuning in. Hey, it's Dallas week. It's Dallas week. Are you guys excited for Dallas week?
I'm always excited for Dallas week.
For the longest time, these Bamas didn't want to recognize Dallas week because let's not kid ourselves. We've been bad for a very long time. We've struggled these last, 15 years, give or take.
25 years, nigga.
The rivalry never stopped with us. We never said it was never Dallas week. But for them, they're like, oh, fuck y'all, fuck y'all, fuck y'all. And so now they're bad. Now it's, we don't care about Washington, man. Well, our season's done. Hold up. We're finally pretty good, and now the rivalry doesn't exist anymore. Come on, where's the parity? Where's the consistency? Come on, what are we doing with each other?
Nobody wants us to be good. That's what I have come to the conclusion.
Nobody, baby.
Nobody in the league wants good. They are so mad. Every team in the league. Every fan base in the league, right? They hate that we're on the come up, right? They hate it.
Hate us because they hate us.
It's weird. It's this weird thing. It's no, you're not allowed to be good. You're going to suck forever, right? No, baby, no.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, no.
Let us have our time
anymore.
Let us have our time.
See this W?
Dubs.
Used to it. I'm ready. Ready to stomp on some stars.
It's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. All right.
Share it to the Facebook group. 1 second, fellas.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. I know. I was buying time for you.
Yep.
Anyway, yes. Dallas week is Dallas week. That's what it is. This is when we come in, we stomp on some stars. We take your quarterbacks and we put them out of commission. We have a history of that too. Too bad y'all managed to get Dak hurt before he played us.
We have not played the intro.
We could have had Van down on the sidelines. Could have Mike McCarthy on the sidelines going, "No, Dak, no."
What? You missed? Yeah, we did.
Am I tripping?
Dev, you tripping? We done.
We played that.
Yes,
we did.
Goddamn, Dev.
We did.
Back to our regular
every day.
It isn't. I must have turned it off. I did something, man. My screen was weird. I guess I just missed it. I don't know what happened.
Oh yeah, we did, man. We did.
I'm tripping.
All right, now that Dev completely killed my vibe. This gonna kill my vibe.
This moment was brought to you by marijuana.
Yeah.
By the makers of marijuana. Buzz, get yours today.
What's the score check?
It's a commercial or some shit.
Who knows?
By the way, watching the game on Prime Vision makes you wonder, why doesn't everyone do that? Why doesn't everyone show the game Prime Vision with all the details on the field and the stats and shit now? Why don't everybody?
Because
no one's
Amazon
gonna copy that
powers
shit.
That.
Do they need to?
Man, it's dope, bro. It's the best way to watch football.
I agree. It's a product. People watch it though.
Yeah.
People watch it the way it is already.
Yeah. I don't really get to watch the announcing since I'm on here with you guys. I don't get to listen to it, but I do enjoy. I got a pretty big screen TV too, so it helps.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a nice joint.
Nice, baby.
Yeah, man.
All right, a few more social media posts, fellas, and then we'll get going.
Anyway, yes, it is about that time, right? It is Dallas week. It is the week. It is the week.
D week.
Our biggest rivals, not our longest tenured rivals, our biggest rivals come to town.
And it's a home game. The weather is I don't know. It's gonna be really shitty tomorrow. I will say that.
Let's take a look and see. I've got the weather
Because we're getting battered from both sides of this storm front. I don't know what they're calling it, but
there was snow on my commute home.
dude, snow. Well, we had none, but
I mean, it melted
Yes,
when it
I'm
hit the
here.
ground because it wasn't cold enough, but there was snow. Sunday is
It's
going to
going
be
to the game right now.
58 and partly cloudy. So it's going to be
Yeah.
a good day for football weather.
good day.
There's a nice peppering on the field right now.
Peppering. Oh, in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Did you guys see we'll show it at the end, but the Jameis Winston pregame interview? I love. How can you not love Jameis Winston, dude?
I wanted
No.
I wanted him here instead of Brisket.
I have a soft spot for Jacoby Brissett. It goes back to like a couple years ago when we got Fitzpatrick. I think Phil kind of did too. We kind of liked Brissett as that holdover quarterback.
Yeah.
Remember like 20, was it 21? 21?
21.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about liking him a lot.
So what about Russell Wilson? He's got a cannon, man.
He does. What's up, Utah? Says, I was raised to hate Dallas. My dad was dead set on making sure I had a disdain for the Cowboys. It was in my blood, doing the same for my young kid. That's how you raise him, man.
Hate's a powerful word. Like, I hate the black on the back. I hate the black on your lips. I hate the black on the back of Forrest Whitaker's neck.
Nah, come on.
Damn, that's some crazy
Yeah.
shit.
I love that movie.
I hate the way you walk. I hate the way you talk. Be right. What's up? What's up, Be right? What up to my HTTC?
Everything about him.
Yeah, I got all three. I got the Skins on here. I got the Washington football corner here, and then I got the Commanders right there. So I got,
By the way, DMX is my favorite rendition of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh, the best.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
We played that on one of our Christmas editions and got copyrighted the shit out of that video, man.
Which is crazy.
Let's get it on.
Yeah.
He did it on a backstage thing after that interview.
Yeah, like in passing.
Yeah.
DMX's rendition of Rudolph is you can't even beat it. Some could argue it's better than the original. Just saying. Rivers Reese, what's up?
Hey, did we already do the intro?
Hey.
I was joking. Now, you having a stroke? He was like, is he having a stroke? You should have looked at his face. You got to play it back. Steve was like, wait a minute, is he having a stroke?
we in the Matrix? I just saw a black cat walk by. That's a glitch in the Matrix. Oh man, but yeah, it's Dallas week. Rivers, how you doing, man? Appreciate you popping in.
Dev's having what some people call a seizure.
A seizure, which is scary. Can be very scary. Very scary.
No, I've never had one, as far as I know.
I've had a few or dozen.
I've had a couple concussions, but
I had those too. Not fun.
No,
not
those
fun
are not
either.
fun. Have you ever had okay, before we get into this, slide off topic for a second. Have you ever had what will be classified as a major concussion?
I don't. Yes, because I had to go to the hospital. I went to the hospital immediately after. It was my first time snowboarding. I hit a tree.
I had one that was delayed, so I didn't go to the hospital.
Okay.
Because I just had a headache for the first 3 days, like a rocking headache. And then day 3, I'm out of practice. I can't practice. And what happened was I was doing a machine gun drill. And I went helmet to helmet, the last 5 guys in line. And just bang, 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 bang. Yeah. Right. And they were all line. It was our center and then 4 linebackers. Guys who can hit and runs. They're coming at you hard. And I didn't lose ground. I did not lose ground, but I took 5 straight shots to the head. And I just
to the dome.
I felt like my head was going to burst like a pimple because inside my helmet. 3 days of a rocking headache. Day 4, I went somewhere with my dad, and all of a sudden, I'm like, I feel sick. Can we go home? I go home, and I proceed to spend the next 3 days. Anytime I moved more than this slow, I just puked. I would just get insane vertigo from whatever position I was in, and just everything, right, for 3 straight days. It was a week before I was like feeling anything remotely close to normal. So
Yeah. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is called a concussion.
yes. I had minor concussion after that for a totally different reason, but that's my football concussion story.
You fall off your pole on OnlyFans. That's how I imagine it.
There was no OnlyFans when this happened. Hell, there was barely.
Oh shit, MySpace.
Nah, this is pre MySpace days. This is back in the days of like AOL Instant Messenger and Yahoo Chat.
Damn, you was on AIM getting used to the sex and
be right. I had a tree like Sunny and Cher. Man, I had a tree, dude.
They got AIM dick pics, bro. That's crazy.
I hit a tree and then I went down the mountain. It was so messed up.
Like Jay Leno.
Went back up the mountain, went down again because all my friends were great. I had never snowboarded, and then I fell, and then I tore my rotator cuff, broke my AC joint, and then walked myself to the aid station, and then my friend drove me to the hospital, and I didn't remember anything till I came to at the aid station. I was awake the whole time, and I was just talking about Oprah Winfrey. I was talking about beef roast or chuck roast, and these are the two things I was talking about: chuck roast and Oprah Winfrey. Yeah, I was fucked up. Yes, that's my concussion story. It ain't fun, man. You know, don't get concussions.
A ninja named Chuck Roast does sound funnier though. I don't know.
a pimp named Duck, what do we call it?
Duck sauce.
Duck sauce. All right, it's Dallas week, guys. Let's talk about these boys, these bums this year. Let's go over and figure out who these jackholes really are, man, because this is what we're coming up to this weekend. We are a huge favorite. We want to get your thoughts. How do you guys feel about the Dallas Cowboys? That they are, they started off, every year the Dallas Cowboys start off very promising. You think they're going to be a good team. They'll, Mike McCarthy, I believe his first year as coaching the Cowboys went whatever he was. Then he went 12-5, 12-5, 12-5. First round exit. And so Mike McCarthy's on the hot seat. And then with that going down, the team just kind of self-destructed. And Micah Parsons drama, he's got his podcast. He's talking shit about coaches, players, the game. You know what I mean? He's just all over the place out of pocket. It's fantastic.
I wonder if he's missing old Dan Quinn and Joe Witt Jr. I feel like he's like,
oh, hey, come to Washington, boy. Come to Washington. We will gladly take you, brother.
Hey, you'll be close enough that you can make a short drive home when you need to.
Where's he from? Where's he from?
Went to Penn State.
That's right. He was a PSU guy. And remember, we talked about him. We thought maybe he was a little undersized back at the time, but man, were we wrong about?
I thought he was a little weird when I heard some of the hazing stuff he did.
Yeah,
when he'd haze the underclassmen. But
yeah, man, fantastic.
I mean, that's how it is.
That is how it is. Real quick, let's just dive into what the Dallas Cowboys are. I'll pull up their stats here, and we'll just talk about them very quickly. But as we go through this, Dev, let's start with you, man. Who are these 2024 Dallas Cowboys? And those who are watching in the chat, appreciate you. Give us your quick description of what you think the Dallas Cowboys are in the chat, and let us know what you think about this 24 Cowboys
in the
team.
words of the great
3-7. They are 3-7.
In the words of the great philosopher, Chuck Barkley.
Okay.
They are terrible.
Terrible.
That's what
I believe they're terrible. I believe they're terrible.
They are terrible, bro.
Worse than Mike Tyson fighting Jake Paul?
Terribler than that. Terribler.
More turbler.
Hey, we got one good round out of that fight. Okay.
More turbler. Do you believe the conspiracy about when they clinched and Jake gave him a sign, whispered in his ear, and after that, Mike was holding all his punches back? Someone put a good clip together, and it showed his before that clinch and after that clinch. Before that clinch, Mike was landing some shots, and after that clinch, he was pulling punches, and then he was biting his gloves.
He always bit his gloves, though. That's something
people were putting it together. I don't know, man. It was very, very sus, is all I'm saying. But Phil, who are the 2024 Cowboys in your humble opinion?
I felt cuckolded by that fight.
I didn't even
Like
watch
it. Like
I
watching
watched
the
it.
woman
I
of your
watched it
dreams.
later,
just
dude.
get-
I
wasn't-
watched it live.
Just
I
watching the
wasn't
woman
staying
of
up
your
for
dreams
that.
get fucked up in front of you, man. That's what it felt like.
I was not staying up for
No,
that.
I
bullshit.
watched it
I don't know
live.
the I don't know the past tense of cuckold. Is it cuckold that did or
Yeah,
Cuckolded?
cuckold.
I don't know. Cuckolded? Cuckolded.
no?
Cuckolded.
Yeah, that's
All right.
how I felt.
All right,
Like watching
so I
your
will
woman
say this: watching that fight. So
get
we had
beat
a,
up by another guy.
we had a fight. We had a pay-per-view party. We do this for wrestling events too at my buddy's place. Like we go to his apartment. He's got a big old 70-inch TV that takes up most of the living room, and that's where we do it because we're all, it's awesome times. So we said, okay, hell, we're gonna watch the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight. And I will say this: the Taylor Serrano fight before that was a war. Wrong decision in that fight, but that was worth the price of admission. Of course, it was on Netflix, so it was your monthly subscription fee. But
Yeah.
nonetheless, first round of the fight, we're like, oh shit, Mike might still have this, and then I don't know. Looks like his legs just got out from under him on that fight.
Yeah.
But anyway,
That's
really
awesome.
what it seems like. I think
Yeah.
but it's good times, and everybody brings over some food and some snacks, and hang out and watch. I mean, it's the way we used. Remember back in the day, you used to go to your boy's house to watch pay-per-views.
That's how we did it for UFC. Everyone
Yeah,
chipped in.
I
There was
mean,
about, I think it was like $49.99 back then, $59.99, something like
I'm
that.
telling you, y'all got to realize that that's the best times when you make these things a social event. Some of the best times you'll have your boys or when you get together for things like that. So
Yeah.
I will greatly encourage people. Anytime there's a sporting event, if you can make it a group deal, bring over yourself.
Yes.
Anyway, so back to the Cowboys. They are absolute dumpster juice.
3-7. 3-7. 3-7. They are absolute.
They're awful.
What's up, Terrence? Beat Dallas. F the Cowboys. 38-6. Raise hell. That's right.
Man, Terrence has never rooted harder for us.
10.5 points favorites, man. We can all rally around hating Dallas. I think that's fair to say. I think that's a fair assumption that we can all rally around not liking the Cowboys. That's fair to say, right? I do want to take a quick second to shout out family real quick. My uncle, my cousin's son made first team AA region down. I forget where they live, but big numbers, man. He's doing fantastic.
It looks
94
like
tackles,
Virginia,
8
isn't it?
ints. It could be Virginia as well. I don't know, man. 94 tackles, 8 ints, 2 forced fumbles, 3 forced fumble recovery, 2 defensive TDs, man. Cole Runyon, crushing it. Yeah, man. That's crazy.
It's like Sean
That's
Taylor out there.
Good stuff, man. The family, the breed of football players in the family, man.
You must have took after the other side of your family.
It's fantastic. All right, back to where we were. Hey, man,
I met Steve. Steve was a really tall man. You would not think it. You know what I'm saying? But he is really tall.
I made that mistake.
The first thing you notice, he's how tall he is when you see him. So
usually we're like 5'3". We're size like 6 shoe.
When he says "we," he is referring to leprechauns,
not the Asian race
and Mexicans.
Listen, my grandmother and grandfather on the Chinese side, they are about 5'2" and 5'3" respectively. Very, very short. I don't know where I got the genes from, but
my grandmother was short too, by the way.
Yeah. Tim Calloway, what's up, Tim? Dallas was trash from the start, lost a lot of talent, replaced them with trash. And Dallas has always been known for a stout offensive line. They do what's not sexy in the draft, and they draft offensive linemen very high. And it paid off for years. And then they kind of stopped doing it. And then those people retired, those people left, they got old, and they started investing elsewhere. And they just kind of lost their identity. Their identity used to be the most dominant offensive line in the NFL, bar none. And it's just not there anymore. It's crazy.
I mean, if you go back and look at the 90s Cowboys in their last heyday,
the Larry Allen years,
Eric Williams, John Giesick, Mark Stepnoski, Nate Newton.
Yes.
All those guys,
shit, man.
Those guys were all monsters.
That's right.
They were I think they averaged like 325, 330 pounds 30 years ago.
Hey, this ain't the 90s no more, dog.
And that's big for back then too. Usually they
My point is that they were
310.
talented.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were talented. And actually, North Turner modeled the Redskins offensive line after that. He actually even brought over Giesick from the Cowboys.
The 90s
And
was
that's
a good
where we
era.
had managed to develop a pretty talented run game under North Turner, was because they used to throw up the stats. I remember this all the time in the 90s. It was the heaviest offensive line in the league was the Cowboys, and somewhere sitting around 2, 3, or 4 was ours. Yeah, we threw some beef up there too. Not quite as talented, but we threw some beef up there as well.
Yeah.
And so I think that investments along the offensive line will always net you benefits, no matter what.
Right.
And we're seeing it this season. What we do? We went out and got a couple free agents. We drafted a left tackle. We made investments on the offensive line. We still need to make investments on the offensive line,
for sure.
but it's paid off. We're not 7-4 because our offensive line has been absolute trash for 11 games.
Right.
So, I think that we've gained
for 2
identity
games
up front.
Yeah, B-Right's right. They mauled us for years in our downtime, and that's totally true. Let's go through the numbers here. So they lost Dak Prescott a couple weeks ago. He's on the IR. I forget what the actual injury is. I have to go up and look, but they're not looking too good. Offense, points for 24th in the league, yards 20th. Defense ranked 31st, 27th in yards, 31st in points allowed. And this is with Michael Parsons and crew. Michael Parsons has been hurt. Once we show you the injury report, it's going to be crazy. We'll get to that here in a second. But the injury report for Dallas, this could literally be a shellacking. Like, I'm talking about beat the brakes off these,
There's a key stat to the right side of the screen, though, that I should point out. They are 31st in running ball and 31st in defending the run. I think we found our key to the game.
In theory, we should be running the shit out of the ball, right?
B-Rob should have 150 plus.
Eckler should get some. I don't. Did they move Rodriguez back down? I don't know what they.
No, they can't move him back down.
They got to keep him.
I think he's on the roster now. I think he's
That's right.
Mainstay.
Tia, what's up, Tia? Hey, fellas in the chat. Good to see you on this Thursday evening, Tia. As always, we appreciate you tuning in. If y'all watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like button. We would greatly appreciate it. Just for that little clickety click. It would be much appreciated. Yeah, their offense not good at all. Cooper Rush is behind center. He's a serviceable backup, and I am actually shocked they haven't gone to Trey Lance. Why have you not seen what you have in Trey Lance yet? It's just kind of weird.
In fact, Jerry Jones came out today and says he is not ready to see Trey Lance under center.
Because you know why?
It doesn't matter.
You know why? Because he just might do okay enough to win a couple games and keep them at a draft position.
Nah, I think it doesn't matter because you're not moving from Dak. You just paid him. If you move from Dak, it's probably Shadur Sanders, and Dak's gone.
I get that, but yeah, you gotta look at the dead cap though. What would the dead cap be? You just paid
that.
You just paid.
Somebody would take that in about a year or two. That's gonna be cheap. Somebody would take, like, if you trade Dak to Indianapolis, why wouldn't you trade Indianapolis? Trade their first pick.
Yeah, but Shadur's gonna go very high. I don't know if the Cowboys are finished that high.
Shit, they've got two wins, right? Well, they got two wins.
Three.
Right? Yeah.
You got the Giants. The Giants are starting Tommy DeVito.
I don't think Shadur's gonna be the first quarterback taken. I don't think he'd be number one in the draft.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Statistically, they're not that good. You got
they'd be in position to trade up.
So they've lost to the Browns. They beat the Browns 33-7. They beat the Saints. I'm sorry, they lost to the Saints 19-44. Lost to the Ravens 25-28. Beat the Giants as they should 20-15. These Bamas beat the Steelers 20-15. 20-15. I'm sorry, 17. Sorry, 2017. Man. And then they lose to the Lions.
Realistically, we should have beat Steelers too.
47-9. Lost to the Lions.
Last game, I think, too.
Yeah. Bye week.
Yeah, I think it was
Lost to
Fields
the
last
Niners
game.
30-24. Lost to the Falcons 27-21. Lost to the Eagles 34-6. Lost to the Texans 34-10. I feel like our game's going to be very similar to the Texans game. I watched this on Monday night after our podcast. I think it's going to be very similar in nature, like where it's going to kind of go. So hopefully that'll be the end result. But statistics. Third down conversions, they're sitting at 35.6, 25th in the league. Not very good, not very good, not very good. Passing, we can go through the stats here. Dak Prescott was 3-5. He's no longer here. 11 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, not his normal fantasy production. Cooper Rush, 0-2. He's a 57% clip, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. If you watch that Texans game, I think there should have been almost 3 or 4 more interceptions. There was a lot of, damn, that was really close to being picked off. So, we could be in for a bloodbath on Sunday, fellas. Just letting you guys know. CeeDee Lamb, of course, he's going to eat. He's not their leading receiver. Excuse me. He's not their the leading rusher. Rico Dowdle, Ezekiel Elliott's on the team. He's got 2 touchdowns. Rushing wise, they haven't done much of anything. They've done nothing. It's actually really, really bad.
They've been pookie and dookie.
They've been pookieing and dookieing. Let's go to receiving. Of course, it's CeeDee Lamb. That dude's going to produce no matter what he does. With any quarterback, he's 774 yards, averaging 11.6 a clip, 4 touchdowns. And then Jalen Tolbert right behind him at 388. That is a massive gap between reception yards, 774 and 378. That
I bet
is,
you that looks kind of like how ours is.
it's probably pretty close. I'm guessing Zach Ertz is our number 2 receiver or Austin Eckler, one of the two.
It sure as hell ain't another wide receiver.
No. And Jake Ferguson, tight end, number 3. And I believe Jake Ferguson has already been ruled out for Sunday, and it's going to be Luke Schoonmaker, who I like coming out of college, as the starting tight end for the Cowboys. So I don't know if Brandon Cooks is playing. We'll check out the injury report. He was also a weapon too, but this is just a Dallas Cowboys team that's been run into the ground by Jerry Jones because he's a shitty GM, doesn't want to take advice, and whatever. That's how it goes. Let's look at the defensive stats here. Interceptions, they got 2 from Trevon Diggs. Now, Trevon Diggs and Terry McLaurin have a history. We know this.
Terry owns him.
I think Terry had a couple phenomenal games. I think Trevon has had 1 good game against him last year. Right? Was it 1 good game where he kind of shut him down?
One game.
Can't deny that. For the most part, I think Terry has done very, very well against him. But their defense is kind of struggling. I don't really recognize a whole lot of these names. Let's look at I guess we can look at,
dope.
I didn't recognize Eric Kendricks.
Yeah, Kendrick's good linebacker. Total tackles, he is the leading tackler. There you go. Malik Hooker, Jordan Lewis, Chauncey Gibson, Mazzie Smith, nothing. Let's look at sacks. How are you looking at sacks? DeMarvarian Overshawn. Who is that? Who's DeMarvarian Overshawn? Sounds like one of the dudes from the
Lawrence Armstrong,
Key and Peele college football Pro Bowl.
They got a lot of guys that are kind of active though. That's just like no bummy.
Right. Linval Joseph used to be a good player too, if I'm not mistaken. Malik Hooker,
KJ Henry.
We still have a very
former
new,
Washington player. Yeah.
We still have a very new offensive line to play with each other. This is the first time 3 new faces.
Not sure, man. Oh man, that's
I expect them to have
in
success.
The chat says, can the damn Cowgirls get at least 1 touchdown against y'all? That's all I'm asking for.
Hey, that's my
I would
buddy.
prefer they don't.
That is my buddy Noob. I appreciate you popping in, man. Go check out. He's a gamer. He's always on Twitch streaming all the time. I am this noob. You can catch him. Thanks for popping in, Cortland. Appreciate you, man. He's in Texas himself. So,
well, like I said, I would prefer they don't, but
yeah.
I may be biased.
Same, man, for real. So let's go over the injury report. So the injury report, as you know, it's kind of how we see when guys don't play on Thursdays. It's usually a good sign of we got some issues. So let's pull up the injury report here very quickly and see where we stand. All right. Here we go. I'm going to save this. Pull it up. Pull it up. Sorry, guys. Just a second. Today, Junior.
Steve's computer's a little verklempt. Talk amongst yourselves.
I
Here's
know.
the topic. Why did the Dallas Cowboys suck so much ass?
Here we go.
We're
All
going
right.
to discuss that.
Coming up next on Command This. Bless you.
Ugh.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
Here we
talking
go.
about Dallas. I get an allergic reaction just talking about it.
All right, let me zoom in here for a second, fellers. All right, here we go.
Oof.
Let's start with the
Oof.
Cowboys first. All right, that's good enough. I think that's good.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's hurting.
All right. So safety Marquise Bell did not participate Wednesday or Thursdays. Got a shoulder. Marquise Bell.
Jake Ferguson's in.
Marquise Bell's a nobody. She's a nobody. Yeah. Okay. Jake Ferguson. He's your starting tight end. We just talked about this, so it's going to be Luke Schoonmaker. CeeDee Lamb. He went from limited to did not participate. This dude could be pulling himself out of the game, out of practice. How if he doesn't play, man? Come on. Chalk it up. Chalk it up.
Fatality.
Chalk it up. For real. Chalk it up.
Unit lost.
Okay, but these two next positions are where I'm talking about. Zach Martin and Tyler Smith. They're both starting guards, have not participated all week. Them dudes are not going to play. They can't play. I don't see them playing. The defensive line should feast.
I mean, Martin don't really need
Martin needs to be healthy. Martin's been hurt.
You don't need to practice though.
Dude.
No, but if you're not practicing at all, not even a limited participant, it means you're not physically able to get out there. And even just do like
or they're just letting him do nothing.
No, they would put it as a rest day then.
Just one. Yeah. I don't think
shenanigans.
I don't think they're gonna play. I don't think they're going to play. Linebacker Nick Vigil. Let me see where he is on the tackle chart. Nick Vigil, where are you? Nick Vigil. You've done nothing. You have 9 tackles all year. Okay, you're a nobody.
Brandon Cooks is limited.
So same with Trevon Diggs. And then
Trevon Diggs went from full participant to limited. He's downgraded. That's not a good way to trend.
It could also be, listen, we're in tank mode. We're going to gracefully tank. This could be that mode too. I don't know. They could just already be giving up. Now, wouldn't it be such a Jerry move? Lose out, get the first overall pick, or second or third, draft Shadur, hire Prime, back on the Cowboys. How crazy would that shit be? If Deion Sanders became the coach of the Dallas Cowboys and Shadur Sanders was his son. Shadur Sanders was okay, he's back. If Shadur Sanders and Deion Sanders came to the Cowboys, man, that would be pretty crazy. But I don't know. That's the injury report for the Cowboys. Let's look at the Commanders. For the most part, we look pretty damn healthy. So Michael Davis, who we don't care about that much anyways, he didn't participate. Cleveland Farrell, he's resting. It started out as rest, knee. Limited Wednesday, didn't participate Thursday. I'm hoping it's just a veteran rest day. Like, you're good. We'll get you out here Friday.
Like he's tweaked. He's got a tweaked knee. Give you a rest day.
Yeah.
Marshawn Lattimore did not practice, but he has been doing individual stuff on sidelines.
I think today was the most he's done. You can see him jogging. You can see him walking. So I don't think he'll play. Save him for the Saints game. Bust him out of the Saints, man. That would be great. Nick Ballore.
Linebacker Nick Ballore
don't care.
Upgraded.
Don't care.
Dante Fowler went from nothing to limited. I don't like that. But he has been playing through injury.
Right.
Noah Igby. Limited with a thumb injury, but I don't think a thumb's going to keep him out of the game.
Yeah.
Austin Seibert still limited with that hip injury, but you know what? Zane's been good. He's been fine, a kicker. Dorrance Armstrong, Brandon Coleman, John Baptiste, Jordan McGee, and Ben Sinnott
All full.
All full participants.
Yep. Phil, do any of these injuries, we talked about Dallas, we showed our injuries, any of these, like, what's the so what? What's the so what for you?
I would like to have Fowler or Cleve Farrell playing.
Right.
Looks like Farrell's definitely not playing. Fowler may or may not. But if Jean Baptiste is back, I mean, at least it gets one defensive end back.
Yeah.
But I would like Farrell and Fowler have both had pretty good years. But Fowler being at his rest day, Farrell having a rest day makes me hopeful maybe he'll play. But if one of those two is back, then I feel a lot better with Dorrance Armstrong on the other side.
Yeah. Nope, I feel you. What about you, Dev? Any of these injuries significant to you, stand out to you on either side of the ball?
Lattimore and CeeDee Lamb versus CeeDee Lamb, brother. Lattimore. Dante Fowler's pass rush should be missed if he's not out there. I like to see what's going on with Seibert. Is it Seibert or Seibert? I never.
It's Seibert. We call it Seibert. I think it's actually Seibert.
Sabre. I don't know. The Office,
The Office. Sabre.
Coleman, I like to see. He was a full participant, so we're going.
He's gonna be all right. He'll be all right. For me, I'm telling you, it's the guards of the Dallas guards. If the Dallas guards are out, man, it should be open season. It should be feasting. It should be like Cooper Rush should be terrified.
Johnny Newton and Deron Payne.
Oh my gosh, bro! Yes,
against backup guards should be eating. And with the way we like to blitz up the middle,
is Allen coming back this year? Is Allen even coming back this year? Or is he just done?
I thought he was done.
The torn rotator cuff or some shit.
Was it torn?
Who are we talking about?
John Allen. It was.
John Allen. He's gone for the year.
Torn pec. Gone for the season.
Torn pec. He's done. Torn pec. You're out.
And there's a chance that he's probably played his last snap in burgundy or gold for the money, anyways, unless they restructure.
Oh no! Even when he's on the team, they got $120 million. They have no reason to get rid of him.
Yeah, and he's under contract too.
Right.
So, but they can always ask him to restructure.
Right. There's absolutely no reason to get rid of him
for some of that money.
Yeah. I don't think it's a cancer to the team or anything bad.
No, he's not. He's good, dude, man.
I think that him not being a captain is a good thing.
Well, no one's a captain.
They do weekly shifts of captains, and it just changes all.
I know, but they kind of. He was still like the leader, and now Luvu's taking that spot from him, and he brings a different fire. John Allen gets preachy, Luvu gets fiery, and
John Allen's speeches. I mean, they just were not, not what you expect from a pregame speech is what
right?
Fire. You get guys hype. Nothing was wrong with it. It just wasn't,
he is just preach. And it's like you can't preach when you disappear this much, dude. Frankie Luvu goes out there, and the same fire he brings to the pre and post game haka, what he does is Maori hakas and everything else. Like he brings that when he's on the field, right?
Yeah.
It's just that the fire is there 150% of the time. That's what I like about Luvu, and that's why I think Luvu makes for a much better leader.
Yeah.
Than Allen is. I think, and sometimes you gotta have that. And I hate people who yell for the sake of yelling, but Luvu's play equals his antics, and that is way different than John Allen giving a sermon from the pulpit.
Be right.
And it ain't hellfire and brimstone when he's doing it either. It's just a sermon.
Yep. Be right says, Peck, it's over. It's time to move on from Allen. We need a space eater. And I think Johnny Newton's that guy.
Johnny Newton's not even a space eater. He makes plays.
Yeah, he's a
disruptor. He's a disruptor. I think to me, Newton's more like Deron Payne in the sense that they're too athletic for the position.
Yeah.
So what it is that he stunts, he pulls moves. He doesn't just run into two linemen and take up space. He actually tries to make plays from the defensive tackle position. Now, sometimes that means you get caught out of position, but other times means you're making plays in the backfield And
Right.
we've seen a lot more out of that consistently from Johnny Newton as opposed to John Allen. Hell, if you want to talk about a space eater, Fedarian Mathis has done a pretty good job with that.
Yep. So I don't know who was at the press conference today. Who was it? Sam Fortier or one of the other beat reporters asked. I'm actually pretty happy they asked him this question, but you can tell Cliff was kind of pissed off. I won't blow it for you guys, but they're looking back at previous seasons as him as a head coach, but also a play caller, but a head coach and play caller, and trying to compare it to this season. So before we get into matchups to watch, let's watch this 30-second clip real quick.
I'm not saying this is happening this year, but historically your offenses have declined a little bit in the second half of seasons.
Can you guys hear that?
Yep.
Okay.
Are you aware of that? And
Fair enough.
this is happening this year. I'm not saying this is happening this year, but historically your offenses have declined a little bit in the second half of seasons. Are you aware of that? And is it important for you to break that trend?
I would have to see the what you're talking about historically, like the references, but yeah, I don't have many plans to do anything to break that trend that I know of. Yeah. I mean, I'd have to see what years you're talking about. So I was thinking about doing triple option. Like, is that what you're getting? Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, we're going to do what we do.
He said, fuck your question.
I'm not saying this.
The response is fantastic. Like it's hard to compare. He's an offensive coordinator this year. He's not a head coach. When you're the head coach, you're responsible for everything. He's an offensive coordinator. So to actually go back and say, compare what he's done. Yes, he might have fallen off as an OC and coach when he was on the Cardinals. This is different, man. It's all different. So, and our schedule's pretty favorable. I ain't gonna lie. So, that's all I'm saying.
This reminds me of LL Cool J and any given Sunday. He was like, "You're an offensive coordinator."
Okay, Tim Calloway.
Keep your
Thank
mouth
you,
shut.
thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim. It was Sam Fortier who asked him that question. Some of his questions are just shaking my head. Yeah, but like I said, I do appreciate when they can ask those because sometimes they ask the questions that we talk about on here. Like, oh, I would love to know if. But it's been circulating a lot on Twitter, and I think Cliff's getting a lot of backlash just because we've had a couple off games, and I think Phil, you mentioned this last episode that teams are just there's enough film out there for them to just see what's going on. It's not a matter of Cliff got shittier. It's just Cliff's got to just now coach around this. He's got to scheme around this. That's all.
You don't even have to do too much. You just have to do enough that you catch teams overplaying their hand.
Yeah, change your tendencies. That's what you need to do. Change your tendencies.
On certain formations that you may have a tendency to pass more, run some more runs out of it, and vice versa. You're muted.
Sorry, I was sneezing.
I know.
Marcus, what's up, family? I can see move on from Terry Allen. John Allen to get a bigger DT after the season. Yeah, maybe. We'll see, man. We shall see. Appreciate you joining, Marcus. Make sure you check out Sports View 2 on Facebook. All right, matchups to watch. Phil, let's start with you, man. So are there any matchups? And those in the chat, what matchups? So we talked about injury report. We went over the Dallas Cowboys, who they have so far, who's produced, who hasn't produced. Are there any matchups you guys in the chat are looking to see come Sunday? Phil, let's start with you, man. Any matchups?
Our run game versus their run defense. Their run defense is terrible. Our run game is good when we actually do some commitment to it. Make Jayden's life easier.
Yeah.
Run the ball.
Run the dang ball. Run the dang ball.
Period.
Dang
I mean, it's so simple. It sounds so simple.
Period.
But it is what it is.
Make Jayden great again.
Jayden needs a big game, man.
Yeah. I mean, he's gotten rookie of the week every week but one, and we're talking about he's having a big week. It was like his second week not getting
What Jayden needs an efficient game again. He needs one of these 85% completion percentage games. Even if it's only for like 200 yards, he shouldn't need to go for 350.
No,
he should be so far up that we're just handing the ball off.
200 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 60 on the ground. Boom, done. That's Marcus says Jayden's ribs was an issue, and our wide receiver has some drop passes. So funny you mentioned that, Marcus. Transition. Jayden was asked what's the deal with your ribs and why do you keep wrapping them?
What you say? I didn't see this.
Well, let's check it out.
The following technical difficulties.
So do you remember, I think we talked about this maybe 1 or 2 episodes ago, and I try to use the comparison of pitchers when they go into the dugout. They just, sometimes you'll just
it was after the Philly game.
They'll just put one arm in a sleeve just to keep your muscles warm.
During the Philly game. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was during the Philly game.
There you go. And I think Ryan Elias was like, no, they're wrapping it in carbon fiber. And so I thought it was for compression, but I thought it was to keep it warm. Ryan was trying to tell me it was for compression. Jayden's saying it's to keep it warm. So I don't know. Now I'm kind of deferring. If you're warm, you're loose. If you're cold, you're tight. So maybe it really was to keep them warm. I don't know. But if you watch some of the videos of him in practice today, woof, that man was slinging the ball. You know how sometimes they film the drills of him throwing into the nets? You guys see that?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
dude,
did
he
see
was
that. He looked
slinging the
looked like
ball
he's back.
today.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
Jayden looked like he's back.
I'll show you, Dev. I'll show you that video. That man was slinging it. All right. Here we go. It's only 17 seconds, but it's from NBC Sports. Shout out to NBC Sports for the content. Here we go. That was 3 quarters. Rolling out to his right, left.
That's that damn sidearm.
There is no problem with velocity on those balls right there. On those balls.
Balls.
One more time.
Pause. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
No velocity on your balls, Steve.
Boom. In the bucket, dude. Yellow square in the bucket. In the bucket again, bro. Come on. Come on, Jayden. That's what I like to see.
I can do that, bro.
Yeah.
Not like he can.
Here, Dev. Say hi. Go. Marcus said, Marcus looking forward to watching our D line and their O line and our run pass option versus their defense. B Wright's looking to see our rookie corner on CD Lamb. So
what does CD stand for?
CDs? I don't know.
CD.
That's a good question.
I think his name is CD.
No, it's CEEDEE. It's not C.
It's not an acronym.
No.
Or as we call it in the black community, a nigronym. I don't know.
CD said, oh, it actually is.
Is it Cleotis? You say it's Cleotis Dontario.
You're close.
I don't feel get against Bill.
Cedarian DeLeon Lamb.
That's actually a very cool name.
Cedarian DeLeon Lamb.
Sounds like an expensive car.
CD. Cedarian DeLeon Lamb. I did not know that. I
What
thought
that new
CD was
Cedarian
something.
sedan.
Yeah.
It sounds like a new car. I like that name.
Tim Calloway says Mikey and BSJ versus Lamb. Yeah, if he even plays, fellas. You saw him on the injury report. He went from limited to did not participate Thursday. The dude might not even play. CD. He might not even play.
Please don't play. CD
Please
Lamb.
don't play. We don't need you.
Fantasy football pick. Oh, I didn't took my lineup. I didn't took my lineup. I'm so
we don't need you to play Sunday. Ryan says it's kind of odd that carbon was to keep him warm. Okay, what's up, Ryan? Thanks for popping in, man. It's hard material unless they have insulation on the inside. I just want to protect him. Yeah, hopefully he's got that that armor, that quarterback armor that they wear. I'm sure he does. But
Flak jackets.
the flak jackets for armor. Yep.
Remember
One of Jayden's best skills is ball placement. That's right.
Balls.
Yep. Tia says Mikey versus CD. I'm hoping CD don't play. So Mikey versus whoever they throw out there. They haven't got anyone else outside of CD Lamb. So for me, I go back to once again Zach Martin and Tyler. I forgot his name. Tyler Smith being injured. They're 2 starting guards. If they're 2 starting guards, interior offensive linemen are injured. I want to see our defensive linemen
Eat
ass, bro. I want to eat ass, bro. I want to get bank from Step Brothers, if you know that line. I want to see that happen. I want to see them tear up the defensive interior, the offensive interior. I want to see them just stuff Ezekiel Elliott behind the line as many times as possible. I hate that man. I hate Cowboys. I hate everything they stand for, and just punish them, dude. Like,
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk.
yes,
I hate the way that you dress.
yes, Chino XL. Fuck you too, man. You can get some too. So all of them. Don't like it. All right, so that's matchups to watch. Dev, let's start with you, man. And those in the chat, put in the chat, please. Commanders win if. What do the Commanders have to do to win this game? Dev.
Show up to the stadium.
Don't die.
Yeah, right. Don't get scurvy.
Make it to the stadium. Cheers to that.
Wear a condom. I don't know. Like I don't know. Don't beat yourself. Like you did against the Steelers. Don't lose the game. Make them beat you. And they shouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah.
That's my suggestion.
Okay. Phil, what about you, man? Commanders win if.
The supposedly pissed off team from last week actually shows up this week.
Our pissed off team.
Our pissed off team. Our team was supposed to be pissed off last week. And I think that playing on a short week kind of mitigated that. I want to see that. I want to see focus. I want to see, you know, how you ever gotten really mad and then all of a sudden just you get tunnel vision, everything becomes hyper focused and everything moves in slow motion for you because the adrenaline's going. That's what you need. There needs to be a sense of we're losing the respect we thought we had gained. We need to get that back. All right. There needs to be that emphasis on doing that. So yes, the Commanders win if the team that we were supposed to see against the Eagles. And hell, we saw it on defense, but I want to see it from all 53 men on the roster all game.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. For me, like you said, do the pep talk in the mirror before you show up. I see pride. I see power. I see a badass mother who don't take no shit from nobody. What's that from?
I don't know.
You lost me on that one.
Mighty Ducks.
I see pride. I see power.
Mighty Ducks.
I see Cool Runnings, man. Cool Runnings. Remember when Sanka was talking to the other dude and they were trying to hype himself on the mirror? Oh, man. Y'all let me down. Y'all let me down.
I haven't watched Cool Runnings since like 1995.
Cool Runnings. Good movie, though. Good movie. Shout out John Candy. No, I'm with you guys. You just got to show up. Just play fundamentally sound football, and this game should be a win. Don't look past this game. Don't look to the next person on the schedule, whoever that is. I don't know. It's December 24th. November 21st.
I think it's actually the
Falcons or Titans, Saints. Don't look to the Saints. This is one game at a time, fellas. One game at a time. Beat the brakes off these dudes. Execute the game plan. Stay
it says
healthy.
that we fixing the dog walk them girls.
Do it. Walk. Walk, walk,
Play
walk.
fast. Win turn battle will be accurate.
Let's do it. Crystal.
We're gonna fuck a mud.
Show up.
Show up.
Just show up.
Just show up.
Just show up. I was gonna say legit say the same thing. I hope it's that easy. I really hope it's that simple as we just show up. Because you know what? Then that means you done made it.
Don't show up to win
Sunday.
Don't show up to win.
Show up to play.
Show up to make a statement.
Show up to be the fundamentally sound football team we've saw through like the first 9 weeks of the season.
If you're up 40,
keep going.
It's 4th and goal at the 2
go
yard
for
line.
it. Go for it. Yes. Go for it. Like in Rocky 5. Go for it. Don't stop.
Strike fast. Strike first. Strike hard.
No mercy. That's right. No mercy at all. No mercy.
Cobra Kai.
Do or die. Cobra Kai never die. All right.
Sweep the leg.
Okay. Over-unders, fellas. Over-unders. I got a couple for you. And for those in the chat, let's capture them. Jayden Daniels passing yards. Even money for Jayden Daniels is 225.
I'm going to take the under because I don't think he's going to need to pass that much.
I'm also taking the under. I think that's going to be I think he could easily obtain it, but I don't think he needs to get that high. Dev, what about you, man? 225. Those in the chat, Jayden Daniels, 225 yards. Over. Good for you, man.
Taking the over.
Good for you. Good for you. And those in the chat, put it in there. Cooper Rush. Even money for Cooper. They don't have even money, but they have minus 140. 200.
Over.
Yeah,
they're going to be throwing the ball.
I think he's
we're going to have them behind early, and they're going to throw the ball a lot.
I'm gonna go under.
You're going to go under. You think we're going to?
I think he does try to pass, but I don't think he comes out.
You think he comes out?
Yeah.
Like out of the game?
Yeah.
And we're going to see Trey Lance?
Yeah.
For injury or the score will be so bad.
It'll just be bad. Why play him?
That's fair. Okay.
I just want to see us just straight murk somebody.
Yeah, Tia's going the over. Tia, I think you're talking about the
over.
We
was at that game.
Over on Jayden or over on Cooper? Let us know.
Yeah, murking the Panthers is different than murking the Cowboys.
Tia, did you go to the Pittsburgh game? Didn't you say you were going to the Pittsburgh game? I thought you were going to the Steelers game. Did you go? Let us know. And let us know who your over is for.
Crystal and I will be at the Falcons game if anybody's going.
Man, I should find a way to go. I need to find a way to go. Falcons. That's December 20, like the 20 something, right?
Dead ass cold of winter.
Right before Christmas. Man, we need to figure out a way to go.
I think it's right after Christmas. I think it's the next last game of the season, isn't it?
I don't know. Okay, guys. CeeDee Lamb receiving yards. Even money for CeeDee Lamb
under
receiving yards.
He's not going to play.
Let's just say he plays. It's sitting at 70.
Under.
I'm taking the over on CD personally.
Because I think Mikey Samuelsdale is coming to his own. Mikey will travel with CD.
T is taking the over on Jayden. Okay. Dev and CeeDee Lamb, 70 yards. Phil says Mikey's going to shut him down.
Well, not only that, but even if CD plays, he's not playing at 100%.
Yeah. All right. I took the over. 70 yards.
CD's speed is his weapon.
I'll go under.
I got you on the under, Dev. Terry, even money is sitting. Oof, the disrespect. Well, I guess they're not assuming Jaden's going to throw. The closest thing is minus 120, and it's at 60 yards.
I'm going to go
over. I think Terry breaks 100 this game.
Yeah, he's had two under lackluster games in a row.
He has 10 yards last game. I'm taking the over as well. So I think we'll all take the over on Terry for 60 yards.
He's due one.
Shit, he could get that in one play.
He's going to break 100. See, the Cowboys talk about Trayvon Diggs, but they're going to see what a real corner looks like when they see Samuelsdale.
Oh, Mikey.
Stop.
Oh, Mikey. I might actually put some money on that one. 60 yards, dude. Minus 120.
I have Jayden going under 225, but I think Terry's going to break 100. I think he's just going to get a couple of gone passes to Terry.
They even have Noah Brown for we don't have to bet this one, but Noah Brown 40 yards.
Under.
Yeah, I think they're going to get the under on that one. Zach Ertz would be a good one. So for Zach Ertz, let's play the Zach Ertz over under. Zach Ertz, they don't have even money. They have minus 180 at 25, and they have plus 140 for 40 yards. So
I would say right in the middle, 35.
35 yards are probably exactly what he's going to get. So that's interesting. Okay. Let's go to rushing. All right.
Crystal putting us on game here. Falcons game is 12:29.
All right. Right before New Year's. There we go. All right. Brian Robinson, even money is minus 115, sitting at 70 yards. I'm going to take the over on that one. I think B-Rob's going to have a big game.
Over.
Dev, 70 yards for Brian Robinson.
Over.
Yeah. I mean, Phil already said it, but looking at their rush defense, it's 31st in the NFL.
There's
no reason why.
They've allowed over 1,500 yards in 10 games.
There's no reason why Brian Robinson shouldn't go off.
Brian Robinson should have 25 carries. Austin Eckler should have 12.
at
and
all.
then get another 6 or 7 to Rodriguez, and boom, that's over 40 rushes before you even had Jayden factored in.
That ain't happening.
All right,
It needs
Rico Dowdle, he's their starting running back. Rushing yards for him, there's not really even money. The closest thing is 50 yards for him. That's at plus one.
How far is James Cook fell for that to be?
I don't even think he's. Hold on, let's go see James Cook.
He
What is
played
he?
a couple of games. I don't think he got in too many times.
You mean Dalvin Cook?
Dalvin Cook. I'm sorry, yo.
Dalvin Cook, man, that dude's barely seen the field. He's got
4 carries.
4 carries. Oh shit! 8 carries, 20 yards. Dude, Dalvin Cook was a monster in Minnesota.
injuries, man. Injuries and age will do that. Wear and tear.
But it's kind of
but the over under 50 out.
50 for Rico.
I'll say
Rico
over, but it won't be by much. I honestly see it like 55.
Yeah, I'm taking the over on him too. Just because our run defense is still lacking. Take it for what it's worth.
Oh my god!
I mean, granted, it's lacking when we play great running backs.
Yeah,
we've played good running backs and shut them down. Ask James Conner what that's like.
Dev, what do you got on Rico Dowdle? 50 yards, man. Over or under?
Total combined yards or just rushing?
Just rushing.
Just rushing.
I think under. You have faith in our rushing offense.
I just think that they'll run Zeke a few times too. And it'll be.
Well, I also think their offensive line ain't going to get the push.
They have to pass.
Yeah. Right. All right, here's the next one. Jayden rushing yards, even money, 40 yards.
Over.
He's going to get like 60.
All right, I'm taking the under on that one. I just have a feeling he's not going to have to do a whole lot, but you guys both have over. I have an under. I think what I'm going to do today or tomorrow this weekend, and I'm going to take a majority of all these bets. I'm just going to lay a parlay. We'll see what happens. I'm going to do a parlay, whatever majority one of all of these over-unders we just picked between the three of us. I'm just going to lay 10, 15 bucks and see what happens. Do we want to do anyone else? They have Eckler.
Oh, we're going to call that segment Fuck Up Steve's Money.
Fuck Up Steve's Money. I've been doing pretty good lately on that too, by the way. I just pick games. I just pick
remember that game show, Win Ben Stein's Money? This is going to be a game show called Lose Steve Lim's Money.
I know, right?
I won $1,200 on the parlay like 2 or 3 days ago.
I don't do parlays anymore, man. Once I start picking games.
Last night, I was literally 1 3-pointer away.
Yeah.
When I got $2,000.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. All right, that's the all right. Now let's go into predictions, ladies and gentlemen. Predictions. Let me give you on DraftKings what the over-under on this game is. So DraftKings has the over-under at 45.5, and the Commanders are favored at 10.5 points at home. 10.5 points at home, 45.5 points over under. So in a perfect world, that's 35-10. Or, I mean, however you want to cut it, if you want to do the math. I don't know how else you could make that even 25, 30 to, 30 to
27 to 17 is 44.
It's like, it's
28-17. That's an 11-point spread, so it's barely over, and it's 45 even.
Man. All right, fellas, what do you got for predictions of this game? And those in the chat, give us your predictions too. I'm going to go with Commanders. I'm going to say, let me get my typing up. I'm going to say 34-17 Commanders. That's what I'm going with. We're going to bust that over, I think. B. Wright says the last time we were a 10-point favorite was back in 2007. Those were Jason Campbell days, right? Or was that Mark Brunell?
No, it was Jason Campbell and then Todd Collins at the end of the year when Jason got hurt.
Oh, we went to the playoffs and played Seattle. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Todd Collins. Oh, his number. What number? What did he wear?
8. He wore number 8.
Did he wear number
8?
No,
Todd Collins. Todd Collins wore 15.
15. There we go.
Typical backup quarterback number.
Yeah. Tia is going, 30-17. Washington. All right. Phil or Dev?
31-20 Washington.
31-20 Washington. Okay. Dad, what about you, man?
34-17.
That's what I said. That's all right. We can pick the same one.
Oh, okay. I'll switch it up.
33-17.
I'll go 20 to 34.
34-20.
Yeah.
All right. 34-20 Dallas. I'm just kidding. All right. 34-20. Anybody else in the chat? Give us your predictions for the game on Sunday.
Jared said 38-6.
What?
Terrence said 38-6 at the beginning of this.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 38-6. Bro, if it's that much, man, I would be ecstatic.
Will be dope.
Ryan Elias thinks this is going to be a slugfest. 20-13.
Ryan, 20-13 Skins. Okay. A little bit lower scoring games. 33 smashing the under.
The Skins.
B. Wright got 27-10. Commanders also taking under. Only 37. Actually, I crushed the under, man. I went 34-17. That's a lot. Went way over. Way over.
So did I at the 31-20.
Yeah, you got 47. Yeah, you went. No, that was Tia. You got 51. Yeah. Okay. I also have 51. We'll see, man. I think it's going to be like I said, this should be a bounce back, slump buster, get right game. This should be a get right game for the Commanders. There's no excuse. No excuse. If we lose this game, I'm going to podcast on Monday with a bag over my head. Straight up. Because there's no reason we should lose this game. None. Now, even if we don't cover, fine. 10 points. There's no reason we should lose this game. We lose this game, we have problems, fellas. If we lose this game, if we lose this game, we have problems. Do we
have problems?
Granted, in the grand scheme of things, we're still ahead of where we should be. It's only one game, but we should not lose this game. It will tell us a lot if we lose this game.
Slide in with the later score prediction, Crystal, with 34.
Crystal.
We know she's pulling for Washington.
34-14. All
13.
right. 13. Okay. 34-13. All right. She's got 47. It's hitting the over too, man. I don't know. Maybe that's where we're going. Yeah, we lose this game. We gotta talk about some things, fellas. We gotta talk about some.
Oh god, we lose this game. Twitter's gonna be insufferable,
dude. People are gonna melt the fuck down.
Oh, I'll be one of them.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess I have to wear a bag over my head, and I'll have to draw a stupid face on it. And see how that goes. That's not going to be fun. Don't lose, guys. Don't make me wear a bag on my head. I don't even think I have a bag, first off. But Noob said I'll be insufferable. Yeah, man, I know you will. You Dallas fan. All good. But hey, thank you so much for tuning in today on our Thursday live stream, everyone. We really appreciate you. Don't forget to hit that like button on YouTube. We would greatly appreciate that as well. We'll be live in the Washington Football Addicts Facebook group on Sunday for the live game thread. And we'll be back Monday night on our live stream to recap this game, hopefully a dub, and we'll go from there. Any parting thoughts, fellas, before we punch out? And those in the chat, last chance.
Duck phallus. What I gotta say? Duck phallus.
Duck phallus? I don't know. I'm so confused. What is that?
Reverse the D and the F.
Oh! Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Tia says they're not going to lose their words. Yeah, we had that many bye week. 10 days off. They had 10 days off. There's no reason they should lose. No reason they should.
What about this? You got any news on this receiver we got from Carolina Panthers?
What?
Yeah, we got like a 6'5" receiver for the Panthers.
Well, hey, Kelvin Benjamin.
Nah. He's a practice. I think he's on the practice squad, but he's supposed to be really good. They really liking developing him. Whatever.
Oh, Michael Strachan. Strachan. I don't even know.
Really, really fast and really, really tall. They said
we signed
really catch
wide receiver Michael. Looks like Michael Strahan. 4th year, 6'5" receiver, has 3 years experience under his belt. Mostly recently played. They signed him to the practice squad. Practice squad.
Yeah. Well, can he really catch? Because that'd be nice.
You got any highlight tape?
I don't know, man. Probably better than Aaron Coleman.
Let's go check out YouTube.
And the funny part is not funny, but if you guys have been paying attention to the news, the senator from Montana has been a very big advocate, and he's kind of been holding up a bill in the Senate about DC. I forget what it's called, but it's DC getting control of the land where RFK sits so they can negotiate with the team for a future stadium. And that is all over. So the bill is going to pass. And they voted on the floor to unlock the potential of the RFK campus by transforming this underutilized space into a vibrant hub of affordable housing, world-class recreational facilities, green spaces, and economic opportunity for district residents and visitors alike. It got through the Senate Energy and Natural Resources Committee, thanks to Senator Joe Manchin, who was holding this up because of the team was not honoring this logo right here. Honoring Blackie Wetzel. But he's satisfied with that now. So that bill has passed. So DC is now going to own the rights to that land, and they can negotiate with the team. Will that mean they're going to move the stadium to RFK? I don't know, but this is the step that they needed to move in that direction. We'll see.
It's a nice little play from. They call it tight end, but he's a wide receiver. But a nice little play to take a look at right here.
Everything was better then. 2nd and 6 from the 29-yard line.
I don't know who that's a quarterback. Is that
Good
Bryce
play
Young?
action.
Probably.
Throw caught down the sideline.
That must be in the preseason. That's That's your highlight reel, Dev. 16 seconds worth. Boom. There you go.
Oh, he's got preseason highlights right here.
Got more yards than Aaron Coleman.
I'm trying to talk over this so we got copyrighted.
2 seasons ago,
I know,
played just one game before getting hurt last year.
Panthers. There you go. Oh, he was in
there. Good throw.
I didn't know he was on the
Excellent
Colts.
catch and run. That's excellent execution by the two.
I mean,
little chip on the block. Eason finds Strong, first down. Strong crosses the 50-yard line.
Right, that's enough stuff. We're going to get copyright strike. For a bum we're probably never going to see. I already forgot his name.
Right there. But nonetheless,
Michael Strahan. Strahan. 6'4", he's got a big body. We'll see. Ryan Elias is not sure y'all talked about it on the first tab, but it sounds like we're going to be good to using the Skins logo again. I don't know about that, Ryan. I have not seen that anywhere.
The only thing holding that up is the NFL.
It's a licensing issue, if I'm not mistaken.
It's the NFL is blocking the use of that, and and here's the thing,
because there's money involved.
I told people this before, all right, and I exposed my source on this is. The team's been trying to get that logo brought back as a throwback.
Hey, I'm all for it, man. It would be fantastic.
All right. Jason Wright told me that 2 years ago. But the problem is that first thing is time needs to elapse, right? You can't if you bring it back this quickly, people are going to be up in arms. If you bring it back down the road and the controversy's well in the rear view, then you can do it. But they've been trying to get that done because they know a big portion of the fan base would just, completely nut themselves if we were to bring that back.
Would that be the happy medium, Phil? If they brought the logo back but kept the name Washington Commanders? Or would that even be
back? The logo would be a throwback. It's kind of like when the Eagles wear the old Kelly greens,
yes, which are
or
fantastic.
when the Packers wear those weird yellow and blue, uniforms.
So you're saying it would be a partial wear, not a.
It'd be an alternate. It'd be a throwback alternate.
Yeah.
But you would wear it to when we have our homecoming game and things like that. When we retire a player, that'd be a good time to break it out, and not just the Blackie Wetzel logo. I would certainly consider bringing back the R or the spear.
We talked about this before, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you have a lot of different, and I would say just bring one game a year. Give us that, so that the stalwarts, the angry Nagas, all those people can just get their moment of feeling like everything's right in the world.
Nagas.
We got our logo. But they're never going to go back to that. They're never going to go back to the name. They're never going to go back to the logo as anything other than a throwback. But if you do it for, like I said, we have our homecoming game once a year. That's the time when we retire a number or whatever the case may be, or we honor somebody. That's a good time to do it, right? But don't do it at any other time.
I mean, we talked about this. We had this on the show a while back. Like, I absolutely love the spear. The spear is actually more. I love the spear more than the traditional Redskins logo, personally.
I agree.
There's just something about it where I would take that spear over any of those other logos. Even the traditional Redskins logo, I would take the spear over that. That's
I like to see a matte black helmet with a matte yellow R with the feathers.
Bro, that would be insane. Insanely sick.
Yeah. I do love the yellow helmet I do like the gold helmet with the R.
Yeah, the R the R one's pretty dope too. Like this one right here is very dope. I like this one too.
Yeah. And that
wasn't there an R with a spear through it?
Do what?
I feel like there was an R with a spear through it.
I don't know.
Wait, what was that?
I thought there was an R with a spear through it.
No, they've never done that. There's been fan art like that.
I'll take a W with a spear through it. It'd be dope. Fuck it.
Oh, that would be a nice rendition. Yeah. W with a spear. I don't know if I've seen that. That would be pretty cool. I mean, you guys saw the W that people were throwing feathers on it.
I just want a tank. I just want a tank, bro. Put a tank on the Commander's. I would like a camo. I would like a camo. Really a lot. The whole helmet being camo with a matte yellow W on it, man. And I would be dope.
Yeah, the R helmet. This is the one that. This is the one that.
The LED helmet will be dope, like the sphere. Just have it change all kinds of shit.
Yeah, B-Ray was talking about this one. This one's a nice one too.
Yeah,
this one's pretty sick.
I want the no limit tank.
Yeah, don't you be dope? A black helmet with a gold tank, or a burgundy helmet with a gold tank, or something like that. Be dope.
All right, fellas. Anyone have anything good to share with us as we go into Dallas week? We want Dallas.
Hey, you can buy
Let's
a
beat them boys, man.
Gold no limit tank necklace for $120 right now.
Or reels. There you go.
I wonder who all got true tattooed on them right now. I wonder like what they're doing.
There you go.
Hanging out with the people that got Thug Life tattooed on them.
Before we part, though, I do want to show the Jameis Winston pregame. It's nothing crazy. I'll show it to you guys very quickly here. Hold on. Where is it? Jameis Winston pregame.
Imagine if we had a tank, we came out to make him say,
make him say, yeah, that would be pretty sick.
And you know what? Just roll a tank out there, just like that video. Just roll it out and have all the players just riding on it.
I know.
Be ill. That'd be so ill.
All right.
Every time we scored, a cannon from a fucking tank go off. It'd be dope, man.
Jameis Winston very quickly. Love this dude. How can you not love this dude?
You have said you don't become a Brown until you beat the Steelers. What will it take tonight?
The horse is prepared for battle, but victory comes from the Lord. So I'm dependent on the Lord.
Is that the message to the team?
Day by day, one play at a time.
So he's pretty serious right now, but his other response coming up is pretty funny.
Weather conditions tonight. We're expecting winds.
Love Jameis Winston, dude.
Look at him. How will that impact your ability to throw the ball?
It won't.
I am so happy and grateful.
Come on, man.
To play in some snow, to be in true football weather in Cleveland, Ohio, at Huntington Bank Field.
Like a wrestler.
Hey, to give him the glory. It's a beautiful day.
Sure feels like you're playing in the AFC North.
It is.
Dude, I love Jameis Winston, man. I mean, that wasn't super funny.
That's right. He's going for like a wrestler going for the cheap pop. He's like, right here in Cleveland, Ohio. You know?
Eating the W's before. But
say your prayers, eat your vitamins.
Yeah. I love Jameis Winston, dude.
It's really coming down.
Dude?
It's really coming down in the Steelers game. Like snow is coming down bad. It's crazy.
Hey, you know what? Cleveland's up 10-3.
That was pretty dope. It's pretty dope, though.
All right, 10-3. Yeah, Cleveland beat Steelers, man. Beat the Steelers.
Man, Barrett's a one-man show, bro.
Just saying.
B writes he's going to paint his 85 Camaro Commanders logo inside out. Do it, man. Burgundy and gold, 85 Camaro. That's a good one. I always wanted the 86 IROC Z with that 305 4-barrel. Not a lot of power, 205 horsepower, but still, it was a dope-looking car, man. Dope-looking car.
Yeah.
I found a new Facebook group called No Miles or Low Miles. It is next level, dude. You guys gotta check it out.
What is it? Like
It's
low
just
riders?
like, no miles or low miles. It's just cars that have almost very low miles and they're for sale or people show them off.
I had one of those.
You
I
would
had
be-
a 92. I had a 1992. This is back in 2016. I had this truck. I had a 1992 Chevy Tahoe with 55,000 miles on it. I'm sorry, S10 Tahoe was a truck.
I mean, low mile, like my car has 3,000 miles on it.
That's low mileage. I mean, you
55,000
got like
miles on a 24-year-old truck.
Yeah, that's old. That's good. I showed Rod. It was a 2006 Z06. It had like 13,000 miles on it. No, less than that. 5,000 miles on it, and they wanted like $29,000 for it. I was like,
cheap.
that's great. I sent it to Rod, but it's just a whole Grand Nationals, like Ford F350 diesels that have like 20,000 miles. Like it's a good. If you find it, low miles or no miles is pretty cool.
There's no way they can see in this game, by the way.
Is it that bad? I'm gonna have to turn it on. All right, we're gonna get on out of here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate you guys. Don't forget to hit that like button on Facebook or YouTube, and this will be out on all your audio podcast platforms tonight, so you can listen to it tomorrow if you choose to do so. Brian says my next car is going to be a 06 Z06. That's a good year, man. I always love the 06 Z06s, man. That's probably one of my favorite years, the 06. So 06 convertible.
Z07s are pretty cool too, by the way.
Level. Yeah, more pricier too, aren't they? Aren't they more expensive? The Z07s?
Oh yeah, the LT 7-inch is dope.
Yeah, Z06 was good for me. Tia says good night. Yes, good night, everyone. We really appreciate you guys. We love y'all. We'll see you guys Sunday in the game thread and then Monday back here for a live stream, hopefully victorious. All right, take care. As always, peace. Inhale. We love y'all. We out.